We've actually got 2 seminars in one today. The business sales and purchase side is a separate matter to what Ewan and Andy are going to be doing. They're going to be speaking about viability planning and designs.
What we're going to really focus on today is how we work together as planners, architects and with our viability development surveying colleagues to help inform the process early on and try and avoid mistakes happening further down the line by sort of rushing in.
There are 2 aspects to a business purchase. Either you've got a freehold property or a leasehold property, and the other aspect is your business. So you need to separate the 2.
For asset sales, it really depends on the nature of the business. If it's primarily property-based, then property tends to take the lead, whereas if it's more business-based with little property, then corporate will.
I've just given a presentation on the basis of planning due diligence, ensuring that you have the right team surrounding you to be able to get the right outcome and ultimately a planning permission, which is what everybody wants.
Working with a multidisciplinary practice like Savills pays dividends. We've got all the consultants in-house. We can take agency advice on what type of unit's going to sell and that sort of thing.
Today's seminar was really interesting, both from a planning perspective and also from a commercial business sense as well. Met a lot of really interesting people, so yes, definitely recommended.
It's interesting that we're all reminded that there's a lot to think about, and maybe we don't go in, we don't jump in with 2 feet. We do get good advice.
When you buy a business from a buyer's perspective, what you want is the seller to represent to you in a certain position exists on completion that you can rely on. Warranties are hugely important in these contracts when you're buying and selling a business, and they're probably the biggest area of negotiation, I would say, in the contract.
Lay people don't tend to realise that stamp duty land tax is payable on leases, and what's worse is that if the landlord has opted to tax the property so that he charges VAT on the rent, you have to pay stamp duty land tax on the VAT inclusive figure. So the government have said you've got to pay tax on the tax.
Today I thought was brilliant. It's great when all the disciplines come together and we can share the complexities around what we do.
We've had conversations right now with a number of people just saying, oh, I've got a friend that's got a site, they're thinking about doing something, how would I do that? And quite often that's the first part that you've just got to do, is have that initial approach.
We're all great when we do it for our clients, we make it nice and easy and nice and smooth for them, but it's nice to come together as professionals and talk about those challenges as well.